Here I'll show you how to make a rabbit out of a square sheet of paper. We'll start by folding in half to make a rectangle. Give that a good crease and then unfold. Now we'll rotate and fold in half to make a rectangle from the other direction. Crease that and then unfold. And now we're going to take the top and bottom edges and fold them into the middle crease here. Okay, with those folded, I'm going to rotate this and take the top and bottom edges and fold them in towards the middle crease. After making these creases, we'll unfold the paper and you'll see your rectangle has been divided into 4 quarters. Now we'll take these bottom quarters and fold them in towards the middle like so. Next we'll take the bottom half of this sheet and fold it up towards the first quarter line, like so. Take a moment to make sure things are lined up properly. This line in the middle should match this crease here, and then we're going to crease this angle right there. Then we'll return it to the original position and do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to take the top quarters and fold them in towards the center as well. Now let's go back to those bottom corners. I'm going to take this flap here and reverse the crease. It's not 100% necessary, but it kind of helps with this next step. You'll want to open the paper like so and push down that middle crease and fold it inside. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Reverse the crease and then open up and fold inside. Now let's rotate and go back to the other end. We're going to open up these two flaps and fold down and pull out as we squash it flat. The guidelines which we made earlier will help us get to this shape right here. After giving those lines a good crease, we're going to take these flaps and simply fold them up like so. These flaps here at the back end will actually become the legs eventually, and these flaps here will become the ears. Now let's hold this sideways and simply fold down along the middle crease. Now we're going to take this end on the right and fold it back at an angle starting from this middle crease to about this point here. Changing this angle here will actually change the look of your rabbit. It'll make him taller or shorter, so feel free to explore different angles as you make this on your own. Give that a nice hard crease because we're going to use it as a guideline. Now we'll unfold and reverse the crease real quickly because again, we're going to use this as a guideline. Next we're going to open this up from the bottom. Now we're going to take this flap here and fold it down. You don't want to fold it down completely flat like so. Instead we're going to fold it slightly above the crease, like this. Next we're going to pull back and do an outside reverse fold along those guidelines that we made just a second ago. By looking at it here, I can see that I made my angle from before a little too wide. But if I hold this point here and pull gently, I can actually fix the problem. And here you can see that beak looking thing is much more pronounced. That's good. Next we're going to take these flaps here and fold them forward, almost about half. The angle you fold at will determine the shape of your rabbit's ear, so again, feel free to experiment. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Once you've figured out your ears, go ahead and take that crease and reverse it. Just simply fold it back and tuck it out of the way. Looking at it here, you can start to see that it's beginning to look like a rabbit. I'm going to take the tip of this beak and fold it back to make a guideline. Now we'll open that up and tuck the point inside and then reclose. And here you can see the rabbit's head. You can still readjust the head and neck by pulling forward or down to change the shape and size of the neck. Here I've pulled forward and recreased to make the neck more prominent and longer. Now we're going to take these flaps from the back and fold them forward to make the leg. We'll flip this over and do the same thing on the other side. Next we'll take this point and fold it inside. Once that flap is folded inside, I'm going to take just the point of it and fold it back out to make the tail. Next we'll take these triangle feet here and fold them inside. There you go, you can see the new foot is about half the size of the other. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And once I reclose that, you can see we're pretty close to done. Here I'll take a moment to quickly change the shape of the snout of the rabbit and give it a more boxy look. And there, that looks pretty good. You can actually stop right here, or you can do these next modifications that I'll show you to the ear. We're going to gently fold the ear down at its base and pinch in the sides from left to right at the base. This is going to give the ear a concave three-dimensional shape to it. And there you go. You can see that it's shaped more like a rabbit's ear. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Start at the base and then pinch in. And there you go. You can see the bunny ears from the front. And here they are from the side.